Wasn't I at the KTV drinking? Where is this?
Just a Lin family live-in son-in-law. What makes you think you're worthy to come to Huangxiang Pavilion? Humph guards. Strip him naked and throw him out on the street.
Let me down.
The Lin family is going to lose face big time. What should Master Wang do next?
Of course, we'll use this to push the Lin family into the abyss.
I've transmigrated to Daxia and become the live-in son-in-law of the wealthy Lin family in the capital.
Royal Advisor, are you sure you didn't miscalculate?
He is the destined one of Daxia?
Your Majesty, I've calculated with the astrolabe 49 times. It cannot be wrong. The peril of Daxia can only be resolved by him. If your Majesty can join forces with him, then Daxia.
You want me to join forces with such a person? He's not just a playboy, but also the Lin family's live-in son-in-law. I am the sovereign of Daxia. How can I stoop to someone like him? Humph. Royal Advisor, say no more. I refuse to believe that in all of Daxia, apart from him, there's no one else to save the nation from crisis. Let's find someone else.
Oh, come on.
Madam, miss.
Why all the rush? Can't you see I'm talking to Mother?
Miss, the master is at Huangxiang Pavilion drinking with courtesans, and was stripped naked and thrown onto the street.
That Zhao Yan. How dare he do such a disgraceful thing? When he gets back.
Oh my. The women of the Lin family are each more beautiful than the last. And you, kid, went out to drink with courtesans? Foolish.
You, Zhao Yan. You, this is outrageous. Guards, drag him out and beat him to death.
Beaten to death with clubs? Mother-in-law. That's too harsh.
As a son-in-law of the Ning family, you actually frequent brothels, and you were stripped naked and left on the street? You've disgraced the Lin family. If we don't beat you to death, what good are you?
Why did I go to a brothel, don't you know? And you still blame me?
Zhao Yan, you're being completely unreasonable. You're the one who's unfaithful. What does that have to do with me and my mother?
Lin Xiao, it's been over a month since we married, hasn't it? Have we ever slept together?
What does that have to do with you going to a brothel?
Of course it does. I'm only 20 years old, in the prime of my youth. If you had fulfilled your wifely duties, and let me, then why would I have to do this?
Hemph. Nonsense.
And you, as a mother, you don't teach your daughter to carry on the family line, and you even support her refusal to sleep with me? Is that what a mother-in-law should do?
You.
Back when the Lin family was in trouble, my father provided men and money to save you from disaster. Now that my family has declined, being taken in as a live-in son-in-law is one thing, but you want my life too? If my father and father-in-law were still alive, would I have to endure such humiliation? Go ahead, beat me to death. Then I can go join them. Father-in-law. Your spirits in heaven, open your eyes and see how miserable I am now.
Zhao Yan, do you know that since you entered the Lin mansion, our Lin family has been ostracized? Business has plummeted. Now, you've done something so disgraceful, it will definitely become an excuse for others to attack our Lin family. By then, the Lin family, I'm afraid, will be ruined. If I had known this, I should never have honored the marriage contract.
Zhao Yan, all of this is because of you.
Ruined family? Is it that serious? Looks like the Lin family still needs me.
Humph. Rely on you? A worthless man who only knows how to eat, drink, whore, and gamble?
Within 3 days, I will make the Lin family come back to life.
Boasting. You don't know your place. If you had such ability, why would your Zhao family have declined?
Then let's make a bet. If I can do it, you'll consummate with me. Ah, slip of the tongue, I meant Xiao and I consummate.
What if you can't?
If I can't, I'll divorce you and get out of the Lin family. Why are you following me?
The young lady told me to.
Oh, right, your name is Siren.
Sir, you don't recognize me?
Of course I do. From now on, you are my tutor. From now on, I'll change my name. Jia Baoyu.
What Jia Baoyu? Hey. Sir. You've been pacing for a while. What exactly are you up to?
Making dye.
Sir, didn't you forget, our family is in the fabric business. We have every dye imaginable.
Purple? Do we have it?
Purple dye. The entire Daxia doesn't have it, only Chu Yun can produce purple.
It's Zhao Yan.
There you go. To make money, you need to offer what others don't.
Your Majesty, what do you think? Beining is stirring, the court is in chaos, and this man is the one who verified the divination. Perhaps, we should temporarily bring him into the court. As for your union with him, we can postpone it.
The court is not a cesspool. We don't take in every piece of trash. Let me go up first and have a chat with him, then we'll decide.
It's a mixture of charcoal and saltpeter. If I had some sulfur, wouldn't that make gunpowder?
What mixture? This is ash. You can't even recognize ash. Living up to your name as a useless live-in son-in-law.
Do I know you? Why are you so aggressive? Who are you?
Let me formally introduce myself. I am...
What? Is public security in Daxia this bad? Attacking people in broad daylight?
Sir,
How dare you? In broad daylight, you dare to assassinate someone on the street?
HMMP. Kill them all.
Master.
Don't be afraid, I'm here.
Get out of here. Don't stand around getting in the way.
Master, let's run.
You go first, sulfur vase. Got it.
Why are you back here again?
To save you, move aside.
Idiot. You trying to kill us with that vase? Ha 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 ha.
Ah, Master, are you okay?
Too much sulfur.
What just happened?
Your servant does not know either.
If it weren't for me today, you'd all be dead. Big chest bro, don't judge a book by its cover from now on, Zyron. Let's go buy some coal tar.
Bastard, how dare you call me big chest bro? If it weren't for you saving my life,
Your Majesty, Zhao Yan actually made such a terrifying thing. Now you should believe he's a man of destiny, right?
Grand Preceptor, investigate this assassin immediately. I want to know who's so bold. Also, hold a gathering of heroes. Invite all the talents in the capital.
A gathering of heroes? Your Majesty intends to.
The matter of Beining, no one at court can give good advice. Among the commoners, maybe we'll find unexpected results.
As you command.
Zhao Yan, who would have thought you actually have some skill? Then I'll test you again to see if you're truly a man of destiny.
I can't believe Daxia has such powerful weapons. If this princess didn't have a gold-threaded armor, I would have died today too. No, I must find the one who used the weapon and get this thing.
Master, you actually managed to make the purple dye.
It's right in front of you. And you still don't believe it?
Master, you're amazing. The Lin family is saved.
Where's my wife and mother-in-law?
The mistress and the young miss, they've been invited to the Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce?
Master Vice President Wang has always had his eye on Miss Lin. I'm afraid the miss and madam might be in trouble.
Wang Daichen. That bastard embarrassed me in public. And now he dares to make a move on my wife. Looks like I need to set a trap for him.
President Zhao, I wonder why you've invited us here. What's the purpose?
The chamber has decided to expel the Lin family. All silk fabric suppliers will stop cooperating with the Lin family.
What? The Lin family business has already plummeted. By doing this, are you trying to drive us to death?
Mrs. Lin, why pretend to be ignorant when you know full well? Your son-in-law made such a huge joke. If we don't expel your family, the chamber's reputation will be damaged.
Damn Zhao Yan. Well, this is great.
Don't worry, Mother. President Zhao. Just based on this, you want to expel us from the chamber. Isn't that too childish?
Miss Lin, your mother also said your family business was already in a slump. The chamber doing this is also to protect the supplier's interests. The president is right. We will no longer supply raw materials to the Lin family. Who knows, maybe even loans won't be available.
Yeah, we stopped supplying the Lin family.
You.
Madam Lin, there's no need to be so worked up. This matter may not be hopeless.
Please, Mr. Wang, enlighten me.
Though I'm the vice president of the Silk Cloth Guild, and I greatly admire Shi Yao, I can't just play favorites. However, if we could become one family, no matter how difficult the matter.
Well,
Mr. Wang wants me to divorce Zhao Yan, and then marry you.
Yao, I know. You and that good-for-nothing Zhao Yan have no real marriage. If you would marry me, I can guarantee the Lin family will become the wealthiest merchants in the capital.
Wealthiest merchants. If I really did marry you, it wouldn't take long before the Lin family would become entirely Wang.
What do you mean?
You do covet my looks, but swallowing up the Lin family is your ultimate goal. Everything that happened to my family, you planned it all, didn't you, Mr. Wang? First, you squeezed us out, quitting our business, guards. Then you framed my husband, and drove the Lin family into a corner. You used others as knives, and then you step in playing the good guy. The capital's top scholar, vice president of the Silk Guild. With such a despicable character. Wang Daichen, let me tell you solemnly, even if I die, I will not marry you.
Just a woman I had my eye on. You've analyzed it thoroughly. In that case, I won't bother with any pretense. If you don't agree today, I'll make your family suffer irreparably.
Make the Lin family suffer irreparably? You think you're worthy?
Yo well, if it isn't Zhao the live-in son-in-law, you think just because you put on clothes we wouldn't recognize you?
Lackey, get lost. Hey,
You!
What are you doing here?
my wife and mother-in-law were bullied. How could I not come?
Just a mere live-in son-in-law. And you think you can stand up for the Lin family? Xiao, you should know my capabilities. As long as you marry me.
You want my wife to marry you? Are you forgetting I exist?
Hey, stop it. You'll beat him to death.
Trying to take my wife right in front of me? I'm not scared even if you call the cops.
Oh no, Master Wang, are you okay?
How dare you? A useless live-in son-in-law dares to be so insolent. Zhao Yan, I'll kill you. And the Lin family. You're finished.
Zhao Yan, what are you doing? First you made a scene at the brothel, now you're throwing your weight around at the Chamber of Commerce. Do you think the Lin family hasn't had enough bad luck?
Mother-in-law, don't be so angry, or you'll get wrinkles, and also, some parts might get smaller too.
You.
Finish off the Lin family? You've got some nerve.
You can ask the people here who will stand on your side.
Let's go.
Go home. Stop embarrassing yourself here.
I've said within 3 days, I will revive the Lin family.
You? A useless live-in son-in-law? How are you going to revive the Lin family?
Based on this,
You mean the Lin family has made purple dye? Ridiculous. Everyone knows purple is only exported from the Cloud Kingdom. You must have bought it from outside to bluff us.
bought from outside? Open your dog eyes and look.
This is even better than the Cloud Kingdoms. The quality of the purple dye is even better. You probably can't even buy this outside.
The Lin family really made purple dye? Zhao Yan, Master Zhao, would you consider selling the formula?
I made purple dye. It turned the Lin family situation around. Mother-in-law, wife, are you satisfied?
This time you really did well.
But why did you sell the formula to those Chamber of Commerce people? You've seen how they treated me and mother.
Yeah. Purple dye, we're the only ones with it. If we make it ourselves, it won't be long before we become the richest in the capital, even in the whole Great Xia.
Do you really think our Lin family can keep this?
What do you mean?
Once purple dye comes out, it will cause a sensation. Such a huge business opportunity, do you think the court will just let it be? The Lin family has no power or influence. When the officials get involved, not only will we lose the formula, we might even face catastrophe.
I see. You sold the formula to make them share the risk with the Lin family.
Not really. I just wanted to make a big profit. As for the dye formula, even if they buy it, they can't make it.
What do you mean?
You'll find out soon enough.
Young master, this is the court's invitation to the gathering of talents. It invites the capital's young talents to attend. You're on the list too.
The court wants to find talents next year. Interesting. Let's go check it out.
Wait. You'd better not go.
What's wrong? Why?
Even though you made purple dye and temporarily saved the Lin family from crisis, but for now, you should lie low, study hard, and pass the imperial exams. That's the real priority. Not go to some gathering of talents. If you stir up trouble again, the loss will outweigh the gain.
Mother is right. Zhao Yan, you'd better not go.
Relying on rote memorization and hard study to pass the exams. How long would that take? There's a shortcut, and I'd still study? Am I out of my mind?
You.
Enough, Mother. He just did a great service for the Lin family. Let him hit a wall. And then we'll lecture him properly.
It's him. What a great choice to come to Kuan Tower today.
Hey, isn't this the guy who ran naked in the street, the live-in son-in-law Zhao who shocked the whole capital? What are you doing here?
Of course, to attend the Kuan assembly.
The Kuan Tower was built by His Majesty to recruit talents. Those who can come here are all accomplished scholars with official titles. Who do you think you are? Just a commoner. You're not worthy of entering Kuan Tower. From now on, there should be a sign outside Kuan Tower, Zhao Yan and dogs not allowed.
Please don't say that, Li. This young Master Zhao could run naked in the street. That takes some talent. After all, none of us could do something so despicable.
Shut up, everyone. Zhao, please don't be angry. They were just joking. After all, what happened at Huanxiang Pavilion was quite a stir. Do you know that Brother Zhao is a true talent? Not only is he brilliant, he can speak eloquently, but he also developed a purple dye. Brother Zhao is more qualified than anyone here to attend the Kuan assembly. You dog. How dare you hit me? I'll butter you up first, then stomp you into the ground.
What? He developed purple dye.
Oh my god. This is an incredible fortune. Then the Lin family will become the richest merchant in Daxia.
Today's gathering of heroes, Brother Zhao will surely shine. His fame will spread far and wide. I, Wang, congratulate Brother Zhao in advance.
This guy is really treacherous. He wants to ruin me by praising me. Young Master Wang is truly magnanimous. Yesterday I just beat you up. And you're still speaking up for me. What a good person.
What? Young Master Wang was beaten by a live-in son-in-law.
Oh dear, he lost face big time.
Greetings, Imperial Tutor.
She is the Imperial Tutor of Daxia. Why does she look so familiar?
No need for formalities. I, the Imperial Tutor, am acting on His Majesty's orders to preside over the gathering of heroes. Those who perform excellently, whether they hold official titles or not, can directly enter the court as officials.
What? Can directly become officials.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We absolutely cannot miss it.
Please present the question, Tutor.
Today's question there is only one. Suppose 3 border cities have fallen. The Beining army is at Tianyu Pass. What strategies do you have to repel the enemy? Could it be? No one has a good strategy? Such a question it seems. The Empress of Daxia wants to clash head-on with our Beining.
Reporting to the Imperial Tutor, I believe in such a situation we should seek peace with Beining.
Seek peace?
If Beining really takes our 3 border cities, that shows their combat strength is formidable. Rather than a head-on clash, we might send gold and silver to ask them to withdraw. If Beining is still unsatisfied, then we can send a princess or a commandery princess for a marriage alliance. Beining would surely cease hostilities.
Master Li, you are truly strategic.
Thank you for the compliment, State Preceptor.
Hemp. Just like those civil officials at court, a spineless coward. If the Great Seer are all like this, how can they not fall?
best if the Great Sia have more such people, then the iron hooves of our Baining can trample all over Sia. Master Wang, do you have any strategy?
Reporting to the State Preceptor, I believe seeking peace is not unacceptable.
Do you also think our Great Sia is no match for Baining?
State Preceptor, do not misunderstand. The peace I speak of is different from Master Li's. We can use the name of peace talks to lure Baining's high officials, assassinate, or capture them. As long as it succeeds, the Baining army will be under our control, thus buying more time. Though the method is somewhat shady, but used on those Baining people, couldn't be better. Of course, if the State Preceptor could give me more time, I can definitely devise more strategies.
This Wang fellow is quite cunning.
No wonder he's the capital's top talent. His schemes are outstanding. He's a promising talent.
I, the National Preceptor, hereby declare, Prince Zhao of the Zhao Kingdom shall enter the court. He is granted the post of 5th rank Assistant Minister of War.
Just like that, a 5th rank official?
Alas, I lack Prince Wang's talent. I cannot stand among the court officials.
Wang Daichen thanks the National Preceptor. Thank you for your Majesty's grace. National Preceptor, I'd like to recommend someone to you. A truly great talent.
Oh? That person's brilliance surpasses even Prince Wang's.
He is exceptionally intelligent. Far beyond what Daichen can compare to, especially in military matters. Across the entire Xia Kingdom, no one can match him.
Who does Prince Wang wish to recommend?
It is Zhao Yan, young Master Zhao. I have previously exchanged literary and military knowledge with Mr. Zhao. In both areas, Mr. Zhao far surpasses me, Wang. The strategy Daichen just proposed is good, but I believe Mr. Zhao must have an even better insight. Perhaps without using a single soldier, he could defeat Baining. Brother Zhao, please offer your strategies for the Xia Kingdom. Save the nation and its people. Zhao Yan, if you say the wrong thing, it won't just be embarrassing, it could cost you your life.
Since Prince Wang recommends you so highly, please, Mr. Zhao, share your wisdom.
I remember now. You're the one who was with Brother Big Chest. You're actually the National Preceptor? Then he...
Stop babbling about Brother Big Chest. Just state your strategy.
Strategy? About Tianyu Pass? In my opinion, just give it to Baining directly.
What did you say?
Well, Zhao Yan. I had hopes for you as the chosen one, held out hope you would come up with some brilliant strategy. But never expected it would be a treasonous scheme. You truly deserve death.
Could this man be a spy sent from Baining to Daxia? Otherwise, how could he propose such a plan?
Zhao Yan, you really didn't disappoint me. With just a little flattery, you blurt out such rebellious words. This time, you're dead. Brother Zhao, you said we should give Tianyu Pass to Baining?
Exactly. If they are suspicious, we can have the current emperor personally invite them. I believe Baining will definitely accept Tianyu Pass.
What? You want the emperor to personally invite the Baining army into the pass?
Is this guy stupid?
Saying such things in front of the national teacher is practically asking for death.
I think he is trying to seek fame. Otherwise, why would he talk nonsense?
Zhao Yan, how dare you? You want to give Daxia's foremost pass to Baining? And put the emperor at risk? This is outright treason. He deserves to die.
Brother Zhao, this time, even I cannot help you. Your Excellency, national teacher, Zhao Yan is definitely a spy for Baining. Otherwise, how could he utter such rebellious words? In my humble opinion, he should be executed by dismemberment. He's the live-in son-in-law of the Lin family. The Lins might be accomplices. They should be thrown into the imperial prison and interrogated under torture. By then, not only Lin Xiao, the entire Lin family will be mine.
Are you stupid? What spy would say such things in public?
Zhao Yan, what exactly do you mean? If you can't explain clearly, not only you, the entire Lin family will suffer.
Others don't understand what I mean. Your Excellency, you should be clear. If, inside Tianyu Pass, I buried the things I made on the street the day when the Baining army enters the pass.
I see. Master Zhao is truly a man of great talent. His strategies are unmatched.
How come I didn't understand? What did Zhao Yan say? Voluntarily giving Tianyu Pass to Baining and using his majesty as bait. but the Grand Preceptor praised him as a genius.
So then, that means Zhao Yan will also become an official? And even higher than Master Wang.
How could this be?
So, this Zhao Yan is the most treacherous one. He wants to lure our Baining army into Tianyu Pass, and then use that day's gadgets against us. This man can not only make weapons. If he works for us, Baining will surely prosper. I need to think of a way to win him over. Those people just said that Zhao Yan likes to visit brothels. Today's assembly ends here. Everyone, please take your leave.
Your Excellency, I have one more matter.
Oh?
This is the formula for purple dye. The Lin family wishes to present it to the court. What? Outstanding performers can directly become officials in the court? Bro, I came up with such a great idea, and even offered the dye formula. Yet you send me home? That national advisor is blind. Bah.
Zhao Yan, what do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
You clearly already sold the purple dye to us, and now you're offering it to the court. You even got exclusive rights. Are you trying to screw us over?
Have some confidence. Drop the trying. I am screwing you over.
You violated the agreement.
You've got your eyes on my wife, made me look bad. Did you think I'd let it slide? Besides, the agreement says I can't sell to others, but I sold to the court, not to an individual. That's not a breach.
You bastard.
Go ahead, curse all you want. The harder you curse, the more pissed off you are. The more pissed off you are, the better I feel. You only have yourselves to blame. Too greedy. Wang Daichen, I'm warning you. Don't you ever mess with my wife or the Lin family again. Oh, and by the way, don't make the purple dye privately either. Otherwise, the law will show no mercy.
Master Wang, Lord Wang, Zhao Yan actually played us. What do we do now?
Don't worry. I'll make Zhao Yan and the Lin family pay an unbearable price.
Young Master Zhao, I am Yi Hongyu. I was also in the elite building just now, and was deeply impressed by your wisdom, young Master Zhao. I'd like to invite you to Huangxiang Pavilion for a drink. I wonder.
You were sent by that bastard Wang Daichen, weren't you? Trying to trick me again? Get lost. I don't have time for your nonsense.
Doesn't he like going to brothels? Why is he reacting like that? It seems it's not easy to win him over. I need to think of another way. If all else fails, I'll just kidnap him and take him to Baining.
I didn't expect Zhao Yan actually managed to extract the purple dye. What's going on in that guy's head?
Not only that, but also his insights on military affairs. I can once again conclude that he is the heaven's chosen one. Your Majesty, Zhao Yan's talent is rare in this world. If your Majesty does not recruit him into the court, it would be a loss for Great Xia.
Just now, I didn't ask you to directly recruit Zhao Yan into the court. I wasn't sure what official position to give him. But now I've decided. Imperial Tutor, tomorrow you go to the Lin residence and deliver the decree. Appoint Zhao Yan as Imperial Censor and Vice Minister of War.
Your Majesty, Imperial Censor is a second-rank official who oversees the censorate, with the power to supervise all officials and the realm, and Vice Minister of War also handles military affairs. Isn't that a bit? Moreover, Zhao Yan has no official rank or merit, and now holding two important posts, I'm afraid the court officials will target him.
Imperial Tutor, didn't you say he is the heaven's chosen one? Then I am giving him room to prove himself. As for the officials, even if it's another test for him.
Any luck at Kunying Tower?
Just look at him, you can tell he went for nothing. I told you. Hitting the books is the right path. Shortcuts aren't for people like you. Stop daydreaming.
Mother's words were harsh, but they are true. Zhao Yan, from now on, just stay home and study hard.
Yes. You're right, wife and mother-in-law.
Master Wang, what are you doing?
I am here on orders to confiscate the Lin estate.
Confiscate the Lin estate.
You're an official now?
Master Wang is now a 5th-rank secretary in the Ministry of War. The National Master personally appointed him at Kunying Tower. Didn't Zhao Yan tell you?
So what if he's a secretary? Does the Ministry of War have the right to search private homes?
Humph. Zhao Yan, you colluded with Baining. I am here on orders from the Centurate to conduct a search. I have brought the letters and witnesses.
Ha. I am Master Zhao's messenger. These are his letters with Baining.
Colluding with a foreign tribe is no different from treason. This disaster must be something you brought back from Kunyang Tower.
Mother, don't worry. Master Wang, you're just using your power for personal revenge. How could Zhao Yan be a Baining spy? If you want money, we can negotiate privately.
Wife has done her part. But he won't let this go easily.
What? You trying to bribe me? Dream on. Zhao Yan, the evidence and witnesses are all here. Still trying to deny it. Guards, seize this spy.
Yes, sir.
Don't touch our young master.
Looking for trouble? Anyone who obstructs will be killed without mercy.
Imperial decree arrives.
What are you doing?
Your Excellency, I report to you. Zhao Yan has colluded with Baining. He intends to rebel. I am ordered to arrest him.
Oh.
Your Excellency, does His Majesty also know of this? When Liang Shan entered the village to recruit, did he order Zhao Yan's execution?
It must be so, Zhao Yan. No one can save you this time.
What are we going to do?
Your Excellency, we are wronged. Zhao Yan could not have.
Zhao Yan, receive the imperial decree.
Read it.
Son-in-law, you must kneel to receive the imperial decree.
By the grace of heaven, the Emperor decrees. Zhao Yan, son-in-law of the Lin family, for his contribution in dye production, he is hereby appointed as Imperial Censor and Vice Minister of War. Respect this.
His Majesty actually appointed Zhao Yan as Imperial Censor and Vice Minister of War. How is this possible?
Is the Emperor insane? To make such a foolish decision.
How could this happen? Didn't Zhao Yan return empty-handed? He suddenly became a high-ranking official of the second rank.
So Zhao Yan really found a shortcut. My mother and I were wrong about him. Minister Zhao, why don't you accept the decree and thank His Majesty?
Oh, I, a commoner. No, I, your humble servant, thank His Majesty.
Congratulations, Minister Zhao. Since the founding of Great Xia, no one has ever gone from a commoner directly to a second-rank minister.
Thank His Majesty and Your Excellency for your guidance.
I never expected that Zhao Yan had such skill. I used to look down on him. I was wrong. Xiao, you might consider becoming a real couple with him.
A real couple?
You said you were my messenger.
Yes, sir. I was threatened by Minister Wang and had no choice but to give false testimony. Please forgive me, sir.
When did I threaten you?
You, Wang Dejun. How dare you slander a superior? Guards, give them 50 lashes each. Then strip them naked and throw them out of the Lin mansion.
Minister Zhao, have mercy.
Minister Zhao, since this matter is settled, I should return to the court to report.
Wait, Your Excellency. There is one more thing. I ask Your Excellency to convey it to His Majesty.
What is it?
This official position. Zhao Yan does not want.
What did you say? Zhao Yan actually defied the imperial decree and refused the post. How dare he? Imperial advisor, go arrest that bastard for me.
Your Majesty, please calm down. Great talents have always had pride. Your Majesty should follow the example of the previous emperor and show respect to worthy scholars.
So you mean I should go and invite him myself?
It would benefit the nation. It's not impossible.
Fine, I'll go to the Lin residence myself. I'm doing this out of respect for you, Imperial Advisor, to show him respect. Otherwise...
Your Majesty is wise.
Zhao Yan. His Majesty grants you an official post. Why do you refuse? It's the second rank. I was planning to have Xiao and you.
Becoming an official now. The timing is not right.
What do you mean timing is not right? I think you're just a hopeless mess.
Mother-in-law, this is not as simple as you think. I report to Madam. Something happened at the young lady's shop.
What kind of fabric is the Lin family selling? Ah, it tears with a light pull.
Exactly. The silk I bought hasn't even reached home yet, and it's already ruined. I bought this for a banquet. It messed up my plans. You not only have to accept returns, but also compensate for the losses.
Yes, pay up.
Everyone, please calm down. We will definitely get to the bottom of this and give everyone an explanation. By the time you figure it out, that'll take forever. This is clearly a scam. If you don't compensate us today, we'll take you to court.
That's right. Pay up. Just pay the money and be done with it.
Young master, think of something.
It's a small matter. Everyone, today's matter is entirely the fault of the Lin family. We will not only give full refunds, but also compensate everyone double the losses.
Zhao Yan, are you crazy? Zhao Yan, look what you've done. In just one day, we've paid out 10,000 taels of silver in compensation. If this continues, the Lin family will surely go bankrupt.
Where did things go wrong? The workshop is running fine. So why did it become defective at the store? I just want to preserve the legacy my father built. Why is it so hard?
Clearly, someone wants to destroy us. But honey, rest assured, I'll help you protect the Lin family.
With you? You'll only speed up the Lin family's downfall. This batch of silk and fabric sold for a full 20,000 taels of silver, double compensation. Minus what we paid today, we still owe 30,000 taels. How are we supposed to pay that?
Didn't you sell the dye formula for 200,000 taels?
That silver was invested into the workshop.
You have the nerve to bring that up? The purple dye formula belongs to the imperial court, although the Lin family has the agency rights. We need the emperor's permission to sell it. If you had answered the imperial summons, this would have been easier, but you defied the decree. How did the Lin family end up with a useless son-in-law like you?
Mother-in-law, I did all this for the Lin family. Silver can be earned again, but if our reputation collapses, there will be no chance to recover.
Earn again? With what?
Madam, your clothes have been pressed and washed.
You pervert. What are you looking at? Those are mother's clothes.
Oh. I've thought of a way to make money.
What way?
Selling belly bands.
What's there to sell about belly bands?
Zyron, do you know any maids from other mansions in the capital?
Yes, I know a few.
Young master, I have a task for you. Use all your connections to buy up the discarded intimate clothes of those noble ladies, as many as you can.
Okay.
Trying to make 30,000 silver taels by selling belly bands? That's just wishful thinking. I thought he had changed his ways. But he's still acting so recklessly.
But mother, Zhao Yan's boast before, didn't he deliver on all of them?
Weren't you always hating Zhao Yan? Why are you defending him today? You don't have a crush on him, do you?
Mother, what nonsense are you talking? How could I like that womanizer?
Hey, take a look. Come, take a look. Selling second-hand belly bands. First come, first served.
Second-hand belly bands. You must be nuts. Who would buy a used belly band?
Do you know who wore these belly bands?
Who?
For example, this one. You know the Lin family, right? This was worn by Madame Lin. Madame Lin may not be young, but she's still charming. She's one of the top beauties in the capital. I paid a lot to get this.
What? Worn by Madame Lin? Let me see.
You can't touch these without buying. If you touch, you must buy. Besides Madame Lin, there's also Miss Lin's. And the eldest Miss Bai, Miss Chin, and Miss Zhong. All of them.
Alright. I'll take one of Madame Lin's and one of Miss Lin's. How much?
You sure know your stuff, sir. 100 taels, firm price.
I'll take them.
I want Miss Bai's.
I want Miss Zhang's.
Hey, Don't rush, everyone. I still have stock. These are... Look at the patterns and stitching, they're different. They came from the Imperial Palace. In the palace, who could wear a bellyband of this grade? Who wore it? Need I say more?
Could it be the Emperor?
Keep it down, keep it down. Due to limited stock, the cost is high. So, 500 taels each. Well, His Majesty is the most beautiful woman in Daxia. How can the daughters of noble families compare? If you don't buy, then I'll just keep them for myself.
I'll buy.
Your Majesty, 3 border cities have fallen. The Beining army has arrived at Tianyu Pass. In such a crisis, I'm afraid only Zhao Yan can solve it.
I hope you won't disappoint me. I don't want to be an emperor who lost territory. Why are there so many people over there?
Excuse me, sir, why are there so many people over there?
Oh, they're selling belly bands.
Belly bands?
You don't know yet? What they're selling there are the current emperor's belly bands. And they've been worn. Hugging them every night is like having the emperor sleep with me. If you want to buy, hurry up, or you'll miss out.
Bastard. How dare you sell my personal belongings? I'd like to see who's so bold. It's actually Zhao Yan. I will tear that bastard limb from limb.
Step right up, take a look. Don't miss out if you're passing by. Big chest. You too, come by the belly wrap His Majesty once wore.
Zhao Yan, you have some nerve.
What did I do?
You dared to use His Majesty's name. Selling these intimate items as Empress identical. It's utterly shameless. Aren't you afraid of having your entire clan wiped out?
Shameless. Is there anything more shameless than being broke? Besides, I'm just borrowing the Emperor's name a little. He'll never know. Besides, people want to buy. The Emperor should be honored. After all, it shows she's loved by the people. So, I'm making her famous. She should thank me.
You. Vulgar. Do you know who I am?
Who?
Zhao Yan, don't be impertinent.
His Majesty is the Emperor of Great Xia.
You are the current Emperor. Your humble subject pays respects to your Majesty. Long live the Emperor. Long live, long live. How could I be so stupid? To have the Imperial advisor escorting. Who else could it be but the Emperor? I should have known. This is it, I'm doomed.
Zhao Yan, first you disobeyed the Imperial decree. And now you use my name to amass wealth. You truly deserve death. Imperial advisor, take this insolent subject to the execution ground. Behead him in public.
Your Majesty.
Why do you have the right to kill me?
You used my name to do such despicable things. Shouldn't you be killed?
Then I used you. Didn't you use me?
Nonsense. When did I use you?
Appointing me as an official isn't that using me?
I appreciate you. I made you a high-ranking official. This is Imperial favor. And you say I'm using you. How ungrateful.
If your Majesty gave me a minor, insignificant post, I wouldn't think that way. But you made me the Imperial Censor and also the Vice Minister of War. These two positions, aren't they both powerful? I have no foundation in the court. If I accept the posts, I'll become a thorn in many people's sides, a dagger in their flesh. And then I'd probably die without knowing how.
How dare you? Can't I protect you?
Your Majesty's words might fool children, but if you truly controlled the ministers, why would you give such important posts to me? You want me to be your knife to purge the court, right?
You
use me once, I use you once. That's fair.
Whether it's fair is not for you to decide. It's for me now. I declare that Zhao Yan defied my decree and showed great disrespect to me. His entire clan shall be executed.
You're insane. You'd execute the whole clan over this?
If you want to avoid punishment, it's not impossible, unless you agree to do one thing for me.
What thing?
Repel Baining.
Repel Binding? Your Majesty overestimates me. What Daxia hasn't achieved in a century. You want me to do?
If you can't, you die.
You're so bossy. All right. I'm from Great Xia, after all. If I can drive back Baining, that'll be a blessing for the people. I'll take on this task.
Good. If you can do it, I'll give you anything you desire.
Are you sure, Your Majesty?
Even if it were me.
Hold on, Your Majesty. I'm already married. I'll find a way to handle Baining. Farewell.
What does he mean by that? Does he not fancy me? Or is he saying I'm not as good as him, that wife of the Lin family?
He's probably just trying to act righteous.
I couldn't borrow any silver. What are we going to do now?
Better to rely on myself than others. Mother, let's sell the workshop.
How can we do that? The workshop is the foundation of the Lin family. If we sell it, we'll have nothing left.
Why are you back so soon?
Humph. I bet you didn't sell a single one. Came back in disgrace. You had a bright future ahead, but you didn't take it. Now, the Lin family is on the brink of bankruptcy. Sign the divorce agreement, leave the Lin estate, and fend for yourself.
Mother-in-law, are you sure you want me to sign?
Mother.
You shut up. Considering our families were once old friends, take these 3,000 taels of silver. As long as you don't cause trouble, it'll be enough for your future.
Mother-in-law, this amount doesn't seem quite enough, does it?
Zhao Yan. Don't push your luck. This is already my limit.
I mean, it's not enough to pay compensation.
A full 60,000 taels. All from selling your worn undergarments?
That's right, Xiao. I promised to protect the Lin family. I kept my word.
Zhao Yan.
You actually did it. Just by selling your used undergarments?
60,000 taels of silver, 30,000 for compensation, 20,000 for working capital, and I'll take the remaining 10,000.
What do you need so much money for?
I have my reasons.
Madam, someone sent you an invitation. Mother, what's wrong?
Nothing. You two go ahead. It finally came.
Princess. Now, our Bening army has breached 3 cities on the Daxia border. Why not take Tianyu Pass in one go?
Tianyu Pass has high walls and thick defenses. If we attack head-on, who knows how many soldiers we'd lose. So, I need something.
What is it? Who's there?
Don't be nervous. We're on the same side. Aunt, you finally came to see me.
We've been busy all morning. Take a break. Let's eat something.
Okay.
What are you drawing? A gun. Aren't guns long and pointy? That's silly. To bring him food, I changed clothes for that. But he didn't even look at me. Oh dear.
Honey, what's wrong?
Ah, I twisted my ankle.
Let me carry you to bed. Let me see. Looks like nothing serious, but your skin's a bit dry.
What is this? Why is it so fragrant?
It's a body lotion I made. It makes skin smooth and hydrated.
I can't believe such a magical thing exists.
If we sold it, we'd make a fortune.
There are many ways to make money. I won't sell this. Because I made it for you. In this world, only my wife deserves to use it. Honey, I think your skin is a bit dry too. Take off your clothes. Let me apply it for you.
What are you two doing?
Mother-in-law, don't get the wrong idea. We didn't do anything. Wait a minute. Shi Yao and I are married. So it's normal for us to do things, right?
Mother, I'm leaving now.
Hey Shi Yao. Mother-in-law. Your timing is terrible. Otherwise, in 10 months, you'd be holding a grandchild.
Don't be cheeky. Zhao Yan, pack your things. Leave the capital tomorrow.
Leave the capital? The Lin family's crisis just got resolved. And you're kicking me out? You're burning bridges.
You take Shi Yao with you. Go to Xuzhou. I've already sent word. Someone there will look after you.
Go. I was born in the capital. Raised in the capital. Why should I leave? But if we have to go, we go as a family. I'm the only man of the Lin family. How can I leave you, a woman, behind in the capital?
You. What woman? You're so reckless with words. I'm your mother-in-law.
Enough. What's really going on? That's got you so worried.
Because Beining has been eyeing us. I'm afraid if war breaks out, their army will march straight to the capital. So I want you and Shi Yao to take shelter in advance.
I see. But you don't need to worry about this. I already have a way to repel Beining.
Nonsense. You're just an ordinary person, not a soldier. Repelling Beining can't just be done with talk.
Look at this. This is a weapon I made. From 300 paces away, anyone hit will be killed or injured. If every soldier of Daxia could have one, what would there be to fear from Beining's cavalry?
Hong Yu said Zhao Yan has extraordinary talent. Surely this weapon he spoke of must be real. What should I do? I see. Then once you create such a weapon and present it to His Majesty, we can rest easy.
That's right. Just look who your son-in-law is.
By the way, Zhao Yan, the top courtesan of Huangxiang Pavilion, is my friend. She knows you developed the purple dye and admires you greatly. You can go meet her tomorrow.
You're telling me to visit a brothel? Don't you want to go? Truly worthy of being my awesome mother-in-law, so understanding.
Someone. Deliver this to Huangxiang Pavilion.
Yes, madam.
Zhao Yan, I hope you won't blame me.
Zhao Yan still hasn't come.
Princess, your aunt has been in Daxia for so many years. Can she still be trusted?
No matter what, she's still my aunt. Blood is thicker than water.
With mother-in-law's permission to visit brothels, the confidence is totally different. From now on, I should really show her some respect.
Hey, Lord Wang, it's Zhao Yan. Haha, Zhao Yan, the Lin family is about to go bankrupt, and you're still in the mood to visit brothels?
You guys are behind the Lin family's trouble, aren't you?
So what if we are? Are you threatening us?
Don't think we don't know you turned down the official post. Seems like you know your place. You know you're not worthy.
Forget it. Brother is in a good mood today, don't want you ruining it. Go somewhere else. How does Huangxiang Pavilion do business? I come here, and they don't even arrange the courtesan to receive me.
Who do you think you are? You think you deserve to be received by the courtesan Yi Xianxi? That's pure fantasy.
Probably still dreaming.
It's Yi Xianxi. She truly deserves the title of top courtesan. Absolutely stunning. Her beauty could topple kingdoms.
It's you. You're a woman?
You don't even know whether Yi Xianxi is male or female. And still here spouting nonsense. Yi Xianxi. Zhao Yan just said that you should receive him alone. Humph. He's simply rude. I hope Huangxiang Pavilion will throw someone like him out.
That's right, Yi Xianzi. This kind of person shows you no respect.
I am indeed going to welcome Master Zhao.
What?
What? Fairy Yi only invited Zhao Yan. Did I hear that right?
That's a first. Fairy Ye actually went out alone with that good-for-nothing son-in-law of the Lin family.
Fairy Yi, What do you mean by this? How many times have I asked you out? You've ignored me every time. Why would you entertain a loser like Zhao Yan?
Who Fairy Yi chooses to entertain is her own business. Outsiders have no right to meddle.
You.
Fairy Yi, there are too many people here. Let's go upstairs.
This Zhao Yan is way too arrogant.
Arrogant? Sooner or later, I'll make sure he dies a miserable death.
Hurry up, I still have things to do. Hey, you wanna come along? Sure, I can handle 2 people.
Master Zhao, why are you so impatient?
Opportunity doesn't knock twice.
Master Zhao, if you want me to keep you company, that's not impossible, but you need to explain this thing to me.
How do you have my design blueprint? No wonder he told me to find you. What's your relationship with my mother-in-law?
As long as Master Zhao tells me the function of this item, then I will be yours.
If I leak this to you, then both I and the Lin family will suffer. If you like the drawing, keep it. Farewell.
Master Zhao, do you think you can leave today?
You've sent word to Bening, right?
Your Majesty, the message has been sent. At most half a month.
And the Bening delegation will arrive in the capital. By the way, what is Zhao Yan up to?
He went to the Huangxiang Pavilion.
What did you say? He promised me he would resolve the Bening crisis, but instead of focusing on that, he actually went to a brothel. What a scoundrel. Guoshi, take some men and bring Zhao Yan to me immediately.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Wait. Forget it. This kind of thing is not for me to handle.
I'll send someone to the Lin mansion right away and inform Zhao Yan's wife.
This'll teach you a lesson. If you still don't focus on Bening, don't blame me for being unkind.
I didn't expect Master Zhao to be such a tough guy. I've heard that Great Xia has a punishment called Lingqi, death by 1,000 cuts. It takes 3,600 cuts. I wonder how long Master Zhao can endure.
Can't you use a different method of interrogation? Like a honey trap or something?
Still talking smart.
Stop.
Mother-in-law?
Aunt, what are you doing here? Aunt?
Hongyu. You promised me. Only to ask about the blueprint. Why treat Zhao Yan like this?
Aunt, what Zhao Yan drew could be a deadly weapon. How important you know very well, but he won't talk. What can I do?
My mother-in-law is from Bening. Oh God, are you messing with me?
No matter what, I can't let you hurt Zhao Yan. After all, he's my son-in-law.
Aunt, have you forgotten your position? Need your niece to remind you?
I have never been proud of my position. If you want, I'll give it back to you. Just beg you spare Zhao Yan.
I never expected Aunt would be so resolute. If something happens, then I would become an unfilial person who drove an elder to death. Zhao Yan, I can spare him, but only for now. I believe Aunt understands what I mean, Xiao Yue. Let's go.
Your Highness, just let it go like this.
Forget it? How is that possible? Send this blueprint to your sister. I believe she will gain something.
Mother-in-law, what exactly are you?
Don't ask anything. What you need to do now is to immediately take Xiao, leave the capital.
I've already said. I'm not leaving.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. My leg is a bit numb.
Mother. Zhao Yan. You too.
Hey, honey. Don't get me wrong.
Xiao.
Mother. Earlier, I asked you where Zhao Yan went. You said you didn't know. But you went to a brothel to meet him in secret. Doing this. Are you worthy of my deceased father?
I did not.
I caught you red-handed, still trying to deny it.
Wife, we.
Shut up. Don't call me wife. You make me sick. Mother, I really never thought you could be so low. Having an affair with your own son-in-law. Being your daughter is a total disgrace.
Lin Xiao, I am your mother. How can you say that about me?
From now on, I no longer have a mother. And I no longer have a husband.
What are you standing there for? Go after her.
Oh.
How did things turn out like this?
Hey, sir, it's Lin Xiao.
That bitch is alone. Bring her to my mansion. And take revenge on Zhao Yan while we're at it.
Yes, sir. Hey, sir. Word is, Lin Xiao hasn't slept with Zhao Yan yet.
Then I'll help that bastard Zhao Yan. Become a groom. Ha ha ha.
Hey, Li Luo, have you seen my wife?
Zhao Yan. Your wife ran off. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
So you did see her?
So what if I did? Let me tell you, you're about to become a cuckold.
Not telling. I'll let some blood out of you right now.
Don't come any closer. Wang Daichen. If you take one more step, I'll kill myself right in front of you.
Lin Xiao, I really don't get you. What's so good about that useless Zhao Yan? Why are you so devoted to him? I'm the vice president of the Silk Guild, and now I'm a 5th rank court official. So much better than Zhao Yan. If you just give in to me, I can make you someone important.
Don't come near me.
Bitch, you dare to hurt me. Today, I'm going to get you.
Help, help.
Zhao Yan, how did you find me?
Zhao Yan, save me.
Wang Daichen. You, damn it.
Master Zhao, don't be reckless. I'm a court official. If you kill me, you won't survive either.
Kill you? That would be too easy for you. Honey, I'm taking you home.
Put me down. Everyone's watching.
I'm carrying my own wife. Why should I care?
Zhao Yan, let me ask you. You and mother.
Do you think that's possible? Don't you know what mother-in-law is like? Even if I'm desperate, would she do that?
Then why were you in that place?
All right, I'll tell you the truth. My mother-in-law caught me at a brothel. She was standing up for you. She gave me a beating. Look at the bruises on me. Then somehow you came in too. So it was a misunderstanding.
Ah, I see. Then I was wrong about you.
Yeah, she's fierce. She nearly beat me to death.
Serves you right. Mother was lenient. Who told you to sneak to brothels again?
Well, whose fault is that? You're my wife. You haven't been fulfilling your duties. Oh, by the way, how about we go home and make up for the wedding night? It's settled then.
Zhao Yan, you jerk, put me down.
Your Majesty, the Baining people have targeted Zhao Yan. They kidnapped him and tortured him for information. Seems it was because of a blueprint.
How is he?
He managed to escape. However
what? Don't tell me Zhao Yan's gotten into trouble again.
Your Majesty is truly prescient. Zhao Yan, he castrated Wang Daichen.
What?
Wang Daichen assaulted Zhao Yan's wife. In a fit of rage, Zhao Yan.
That Wang Daichen. As a court official,
He dared to kidnap a woman. Issue my decree. Strip him of his rank. When his wounds heal, hand him over to the Ministry of Justice for due process.
As you command.
These beaning people have a sharp nose. I'm afraid we don't have much time left. Let's go to the Lin residence. Let's see what Xiao Yan has come up with.
What should I do? My daughter got the wrong idea about me and Zhao Yan. How am I supposed to face him now? Should I tell her I'm actually from Beining? You know, his father was killed by people from Beining. She hates Beining people the most. She's calmed down. Zhao Yan's really something.
Mother is right here. Aren't you going to put me down? Mother, I'm sorry. I said such awful things earlier. It's all my fault. Please forgive me. I know what happened. I know everything.
You know everything? You
were defending me because Zhao Yan went to a brothel. That was right. He needed to be taught a lesson. But you were a bit rough on him. His injuries will take a while to heal.
Oh dear. I already stopped. That live-in son-in-law needs discipline.
I need discipline?
That's right, Zhao Yan, I'm warning you. If you go to that kind of place again, I'll divorce you.
Fine, I give in. You two are too much. I'm going to work.
Xiao, what do you think of Zhao Yan?
He's still a womanizer.
Mother thinks, since you're already married, you should become a real couple.
Mother, what are you saying? I don't want to be his real wife.
Then divorce him. Don't waste his time.
Mother, how can you side with an outsider?
I'm just worried. You're stringing Zhao Yan along. One day, he'll lose patience and leave the Lin family. What will you do then?
He can be my husband in name only. He should be overjoyed. Why would he ever leave the Lin family?
Oh dear. Of course, I know my daughter is outstanding and beautiful. But people can't be too sure of themselves, can they?
Oh.
Madam. Young miss. His Majesty is here.
What?
Your Majesty. Rise, both of you.
Your Majesty, your sudden visit. What brings you here?
I'm looking for Zhao Yan. Where is he? Looking for Zhao Yan.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Greetings, Imperial Advisor.
I heard you went to a brothel and got kidnapped by the Beining people.
Your Majesty, you truly have eyes and ears everywhere. How did you know even that?
Less of your lip. You escaped unscathed. I have reason to suspect you've colluded with Beining.
Such words break my heart, Your Majesty. You know, I was nearly tortured to death.
What about the plan to repel the enemy you promised me?
If Your Majesty grants me 3,000 jin of high-density cast iron, I can make Beining scram.
High-density cast iron?
Yes, the finest iron in Daxia. Its density is about 5 grams per cubic centimeter. But the iron I need must have a density of 7.8 grams per cubic centimeter.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. Imperial Advisor, do you understand?
I don't quite get it either. I think Zhao Yan wants extremely pure cast iron.
Imperial Advisor, you know the art of casting.
You are a descendant of Gongshu. Your casting skills are superb. How dare you look down on her?
It's not that I look down on her, but the craftsmanship of this era is only this good. It's too hard to make.
Your Majesty, let me handle this. There's nothing in this world I can't forge. What, you don't believe me? How about a bet?
What's the bet?
If I win, then you'll do 3 things for me.
Let's change the bet. If I lose, I'll lick your feet. How about that?
You.
Just kidding, Imperial Advisor. Can't take a joke.
You've collected so much ash to make that explosive thing again.
Stop. The weather is dry, and you're wearing silk. There's static.
Static?
Run. Sorry, didn't mean to.
Bastard, how dare you lay a hand on me?
I've spoiled you rotten.
How dare you hit me? Zhao Yan, I'll wipe out your entire clan.
You ungrateful wretch. That's what you deserve.
You
nearly got us both killed. I shielded you with my body despite the danger. And you hit me without knowing the facts. A ruler like you is no different from a tyrant. Have you resolved the beaning situation? What about the provisions? And the corruption in the court? All you ever say is wipe out the clan. What else can you do besides that?
You.
Your Majesty. What's wrong with you? I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have said those things. I deserve to die. Hit me a few times. Or if you're still not satisfied, you can even hack me to pieces. Just don't involve anyone else. Please don't be like this, okay? Maybe I'll just kill myself then. Your Majesty, what is this?
I think you're right. All I've ever done is manipulate imperial power. Besides that, I'm useless. The beaning envoy is arriving in the capital soon. And I have no plan to deal with it.
No. You're not useless. You found me. That proves you're the most discerning emperor in the world. Don't worry. Leave the beaning matter to me. If I can't make beaning withdraw their troops, I'll cease to be a man.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
Your Majesty and Zhao Yan, what's this? Your Majesty, I heard an explosion. Are you all right?
It's nothing. Just a small accident.
That's good.
Imperial Advisor. You must cooperate with Zhao Yan to produce more refined steel. I'm counting on you for this.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Zhao Yan. Just now, you and His Majesty, why were you holding hands?
Jealous.
Nonsense. His Majesty's person is priceless. How could he possibly fancy you? I'm just worried that your frivolous nature might disrespect His Majesty and bring trouble to our Lin family.
And you say you're not jealous. I just made some agreement with His Majesty. That's why we shook hands.
You don't need to explain to me.
You don't want my explanation, then why ask? Honey, wait for me. There's nothing between His Majesty and me.
It seems the Emperor places extraordinary importance on Zhao Yan. The more that is the case, the more dangerous it is for him and Xiao. No. They must leave the capital.
The master is doing it himself. Truly, a woman equals any man. How is the forging going?
Take a look at this iron. Does it meet your requirements?
Wow. You actually made high-density iron.
Zhao Yan, you lost. Don't forget our bet.
I can fulfill it right now. Master, please take off your shoes.
You have no shame. I'm talking about the 3 favors you promised me.
The iron you forged, Master, while its density is not low, hasn't yet met my requirements.
What did you say?
You forged it with charcoal. The density can reach at most 6 grams per cubic centimeter. To reach 7.8 grams per cubic centimeter, you'll need to switch to coke.
Coke? That stuff is waste material. I've been studying smithing since I was a child. I've never heard of using it to smelt iron. Let alone adding limestone to the coal. That will only lower the furnace temperature. Zhao Yan, I admit you're a talented person, but in smithing, you still have a long way to go.
With current techniques, charcoal can only reach a maximum temperature of 700 degrees, while coke can reach 1500 degrees. Limestone acts as a flux. It removes impurities from the iron.
Nonsense.
Master doesn't believe me. We can try.
Let's try then. Guards, bring coke and limestone. He looks skinny, but he's actually so strong. The purity of this iron is much higher than what I produced.
Master, so you lost, right?
A bet is a bet. I accept defeat. What does Master Zhao want?
What do I want? You should know, Master.
Isn't it that? You want me? It's not convenient here. let's go inside. Zhao, you already have a beautiful wife. Why do you still chase other women?
Guang Guang go the ospreys, on the islet in the river. A modest, retiring young lady is a gentleman's good match.
I never expected that. Zhao, not only are you skilled in military strategy and expert in forging, but you also have such literary talent. Truly surprising.
The spring night is short. Royal advisor, I'll make the first move.
Zhao, why are you lying on the ground?
Shen Xiangyu, what's the meaning of this?
Zhao, who actually won this bet?
It was me, of course. You win, you win.
What about the 3 promises you made me, the royal advisor?
I'll do them all. I'll do them all.
Zhao, could you tell me why you know so much? And why do you need such high purity iron? What are you going to build?
I once obtained a book. It recorded many strange things. As for what I want to do, you wouldn't understand even if I told you.
Oh. And this unusual book you mentioned, where is it now?
I lost it.
Zhao, please, sign this.
Now you want a contract? Can't there be a little trust between people? I'll sign, I'll sign.
The 3 things. I'll tell you when I need them.
Vicious woman. I'll knock you up sooner or later.
What did you say?
Nothing, I have things to do. See you.
This Zhao Yan seems wild and unrestrained, but is actually a great talent of our time. It seems I need to do something. Your Majesty, the Baining envoy has arrived in the capital, but they request an audience at the arena.
The arena. It seems they want to intimidate me. Where's Zhao Yan?
Your Majesty, I've sent for him. He should be here soon.
In that case, I'll receive the Beaning envoy at the arena. Let's see what they're up to.
Honey, we're married. What's this for? Where are you taking me?
Mother said staying in the capital is too dangerous for you.
So we have to leave.
Honey, untie me. Or something terrible will happen.
Mother specifically said
to tie you up, so you wouldn't run away.
Son-in-law, the mistress and miss are looking out for you.
Looking out, my ass. Do you even know the Beaning envoy arrives today? I promised His Majesty I'd help her repel the Beaning army. If we can't intimidate them, they'll attack Tianyu Pass with full force. Once the pass falls, their troops will pour in. Then, all of Daxia will be devastated.
But Mother has already made arrangements.
That's foolish. If we leave, do you think His Majesty will let your mother off? If something happens to her, you'll be unfilial. Shirking your duty to the nation is disloyal. Do you want to be disloyal and unfilial?
Well,
honey, with great power comes great responsibility. If I actually leave today, Daxia will become a slaughterhouse. Then, we'll be the ones who doomed Daxia.
Since the Emperor of Daxia invited me here, why not bow to welcome me?
How dare you? His Majesty is the Emperor of Daxia.
But you're from a defeated land, and don't you forget, it was Daxia that invited Baining to peace talks, so don't put on airs in front of me.
You
all know well that if I leave now, there will be consequences. So, you have no choice but to accept Baining's terms.
I am curious, what terms Baining will offer?
First, Daxia must pledge allegiance to Baining, paying an annual tribute of 20 million taels of silver and 10 million taels of gold, plus fabrics, silks, and other goods.
Go on.
Second, Daxia must permanently cede the 5 northern provinces to Baining. After you have an heir, you must send one to Baining as a hostage.
Anything else?
Of course. Since Daxia is now a vassal of Baining, Baining will station troops at all passes, with provisions and salaries provided by Daxia. Also, Daxia cannot station troops within 300 li of the passes.
These 3 conditions are each a strategy to destroy Daxia. If I agree, within 10 years, Daxia will be completely annexed by you. I would rather fight Baining to the end than become a king of a fallen state.
Ha ha ha. Go to war with Baining? Are you worthy? Emperor of Daxia? Let me show you something.
What is this? I didn't even see it clearly. The war drum was knocked over. When did Baining get such powerful weapons?
What kind of weapon is this?
This is called the fire dragon. It's over 10 times faster than an arrow. There's no way to dodge it. And the fire dragon's penetration is extremely strong. Within 300 paces, it can easily pierce even the best armor. Emperor of Daxia, with such a formidable weapon, what can you use to resist? If you don't immediately agree to the terms I just proposed, then Baining will slaughter Daxia to the last person.
Imperial Advisor, where is Zhao Yan?
I don't know, Your Majesty.
Why hasn't he come yet? Could it be that he couldn't create the deterrent for Baining and has already fled?
That's not impossible.
Damn Zhao Yan. That day he insulted me. If he really ran away, I will have his entire clan executed.
Emperor of Daxia, give me your answer now.
Well,
seems you won't cry until you see the coffin. In that case, then you wait for the Baining army to trample all of Daxia.
Princess, please stay.
Your subject Zhao Yan greets your majesty. Long live the emperor, 10,000 years.
Zhao Yan, you finally come.
Sorry, your majesty, I was delayed by something.
It's fine. Just glad you're here. Now, greet the Princess of Baining.
You're the Princess of Baining? You are Princess Baining.
That's right.
Fairy Yi is Princess Baining. She calls her mother-in-law aunt. So the mother-in-law is from the Baining royal family? No wonder she insisted on sending me away. I'm going to get the fire gun. I only drew half of the blueprint. She actually made it. If Long Wanqing finds out this thing was made by me.
Zhao Yan, you know Princess Yelu.
Just looks familiar. Just familiar.
Zhao Yan, you come to see me. What business do you have?
I come to present a weapon to your majesty.
A weapon? Did you see what Princess Yelu is holding? That thing is called the fire dragon. It's extremely powerful. Can the weapon you offer compare to it?
Whether it can compare? We'll only know by taking it out and seeing. Come on, bring it up.
What is this?
This thing is called Dragon's Roar. With it, we can capture cities and conquer territory. It's invincible.
Is that really true?
Zhao Yan is truly a once-in-a-generation genius. He actually built something so powerful.
It seems I underestimated him.
Princess Yelu now. Can we talk again about withdrawing your troops?
We can, but I want to talk to him.
In that case, I'll leave this to you. Zhao Yan, don't disappoint me.
We improved your musket design earlier. I didn't expect you to build a weapon superior to the musket.
Even though we only got half the design, your Baining is vast and resourceful. There might be some formidable people. I have to upgrade.
Mr. Zhao, with your talent, in Daxia, you're just a commoner. Are you content with that? If you're willing, give me the design of the Long Yinpo. Whatever you want, Baining can provide.
What's wrong with being a commoner? After all, I'm a citizen of Daxia. I may like women, and I like money and power. But only if I will never be a traitor.
Well said, never be a traitor. Mr. Zhao, have you forgotten your aunt's status? But if I tell the Emperor of Daxia about this, then the Lin family.
You can try. If anything happens to the Lin family, then I will be at war with Baining to the death. Even if it takes my whole life, I will destroy Baining.
Looks like we can't reach an agreement.
Within 7 days, return the 3 cities in our northern territory immediately, and compensate for all losses from this invasion. If you don't, then it will all be the start of war between Daxia and Baining.
Princess, do you want me to take this Zhao Yan?
Such talent, wouldn't it be a waste to kill him? But last time we kidnapped him and threatened him so severely, he didn't give in. I have my ways to make him submit to me. Since the hard approach won't work, then we'll try the soft approach. The soft approach.
Your Majesty, I have a report. Princess Baining Yelu Hongyu has submitted a memorial.
Baining has agreed to return the 3 border cities. Moreover, and sign a 50-year non-aggression pact with me. Zhao Yan has indeed lived up to my expectations.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. Our congratulations, Your Majesty.
Chancellor, convey my decree. Zhao Yan ordered Baining into submission, recovered lost territory, and made Baining pledge allegiance. Such heaven-reaching achievement, I hereby ennoble him as King of Daxia. Ranked above all officials.
Ennobling a non-royal as king? And he also commands all officials. No wonder Your Majesty allowed Zhao Yan to negotiate with Yelu Hongyu. Seems you had planned this all along. Your Majesty has made Zhao Yan a king. Are you going to?
Let him handle all matters regarding Baining. Is there something wrong?
Your Majesty is wise. I will go draft the decree immediately.
Zhao Yan, I have never treated anyone like this. I hope you understand my intentions.
Xiao, how foolish you are. Your mother exhausted herself to arrange everything. Why did you come back? And let Zhao Yan enter the palace? Do you know this will get him killed?
Mother, why must we leave? What is going on?
I'll explain it to you later. Zhao Yan is likely in grave danger. Your mother needs to go out. Zhao Yan, you actually made it back alive.
Mother-in-law, do you really want me dead?
That's not what I meant. How could Yelu Hongyu let you go?
Speaking of Yelu Hongyu, why don't you tell Xiao the truth? Keeping things from her isn't working.
What are you hiding from me?
Xiao, your mother is actually from Baining.
What? Mom, you're from Baining.
Not only that, I am also the elder princess of Baining.
My father was killed by Baining people. I hate the Baining people the most. Why, mother, would you?
I'm sorry, Xiao. I've been hiding this from you all these years. But your mother had her reasons.
Honey, even though your mother-in-law is from Baining, it doesn't change her love for you.
I know.
Your father dying at Baining hands has nothing to do with her. After all, in any country, there are good people and bad people. You need to tell right from wrong.
Mother, you haven't wronged me. You gave up a bright future for father. That alone shows me how hard it's been for you.
I'm so glad you think that way. All right. This time, Zhao Yan got away safely. It's truly a blessing. Now, the 3 of us should leave the capital together. Get away from this troubled place.
Mother is right. Zhao Yan, let's leave together.
Leaving is completely unnecessary. Now we have a foothold in the capital. Why should we scrape by elsewhere?
A foothold? The Ning family is unstable. You are a commoner. Others keep causing trouble for us. We can't even solve that. How can we talk about a foothold?
Speak of the devil.
Zhao Yan, receive the imperial decree.
I'm the vice president of the Silk Merchants Guild, the top scholar in the capital, and a 5th rank secretary in the Ministry of War. Let me out. Zhao Yan, you're the one who got me into this mess. If I ever get out of here, I'll tear you apart limb from limb.
Minister Wang, are you alright?
Fairy Yi, how did you get into the Ministry of Justice prison? What are you doing here?
I came to see you, of course.
See me? You've humiliated me at the Huangxiang Pavilion. Why would you be so kind? Did Zhao Yan send you to mock me? Get out of here.
Minister Wang, you really have a temper. I came here today to give you a great opportunity.
Opportunity? A woman from a brothel, what can you give me?
I can recommend you to Prince Ning.
Who do you think you are? You can't just recommend anyone. And look at me now, why would Prince Ning want me? You think I'd believe you?
Your Highness. It seems you'll have to tell him yourself.
Ah, Your Highness.
Minister Wang, do you want revenge on Zhao Yan?
Of course I do. As long as I get revenge, I'll do whatever it takes. But what do you see in me? I'm just a prisoner.
What you said at the Gathering of Heroes and what you did to the Lin family prove you're a cunning schemer. Besides, you have enough hatred to fuel you. The prince and I need someone like you.
I see.
Good, you understand. Do one thing for me, and once it's done, I'll hand Zhao Yan over to you. You can do whatever you want with him. Now, allow me to formally introduce you. This is Princess Baining. Yelu Hongyu.
What? You're Princess Baining? Then you too.
Minister Wang, are you willing to serve us?
I would go through fire and water for you both. 1,000 deaths would be nothing. Zhao Yan, you're as good as dead.
By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor decrees, Zhao Yan is appointed King of Daxia, to lead all officials, and handle all matters of Beining. Hereby decreed.
Zhao Yan is a king now. Looks like he really can protect Mom.
A king of a different surname. Since the founding of Daxia, no one has ever received such an honor. And Zhao Yan pulled it off.
Your servant thanks your majesty for your grace.
Greetings, King of Daxia.
You're being too formal, royal advisor.
Don't forget our bet, Your Highness.
What do you mean, royal advisor? I don't follow.
Zhao Yan, are you trying to weasel out?
You were the one who cheated first. It's only natural I weasel out. You.
Just wait and see.
Why did the royal advisor storm off?
Must be that time of the month.
Aunt Flo?
Mother-in-law? Now, our Lin family, have we truly made it in the capital?
Zhao Yan, don't you hate me?
Hate?
I used to despise you so much, even did everything to stop you and Xiao. Now that you're the king of Daxia, you hold no grudges?
I'm a grown man. If I hated you over this, wouldn't I be petty? Besides, I was reckless back then. Thanks to you for staying true and taking me into the Lin family. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead somewhere. You are my benefactor. Mom? What? Is there something on my face?
No, it's just that you suddenly became so sincere. I'm not used to it.
It's even a little scary.
Geez, I finally try to be serious for once, and you're not used to it.
Being shameless suits you better. From now on, you are the head of the family. Everything in the household is in your hands. Let the Ning Manor become Zhao Manor.
Mother-in-law. Now I'm going to consummate with Xiao. You won't stop us, will you?
What nonsense are you talking about in broad daylight?
Your own life. Why are you telling me, your mother?
Honey, how about...
I can let you have your way. But you have to tell me one thing.
What thing?
What's going on between you and His Majesty? Last time in the storeroom, I saw you holding hands, and His Majesty's eyes were moist. Clearly he had been crying. Zhao Yan, I want an explanation.
Didn't you say you didn't need an explanation?
If you can't explain, I'd rather live as a widow for the rest of my life.
What a headache.
Master, Princess Baining sent an invitation, inviting you to discuss matters between the two countries.
Yelu Hongyu is inviting me. Got it.
Master, this is
a book you wrote on how to train death warriors. Memorize the contents and then burn it. Then follow what's in the book.
Death warriors? Master, can a maid like me really do something like this?
As long as you understand the book, you will definitely be able to do it. I'll provide the silver. Do your best.
Okay.
Master Zhao. No, I should call you King of Daxia now. Hongyu toasts to you. Is the King of Daxia afraid that I poisoned the wine?
Let's talk business. Just say it.
Has the King of Daxia ever thought of changing the dynasty and crowning himself emperor?
You want me to rebel? Is this what you call discussing state affairs?
The great Daxia cannot be ruled by a woman. A real man stands tall and should wake up holding power and sleep in a beauty's arms. Don't you want to know what it feels like to be emperor?
If I said yes, would the princess assist me?
As long as the King of Daxia agrees, Beining's million cavalry will be your strong backing, helping you clear all obstacles.
Let Beining's army enter Daxia. That's inviting a wolf into the house. Do you think I'm stupid?
I didn't expect you to trust me so little. What a pity.
I can pretend I didn't hear this time, but if you continue to feign compliance and covet my Daxia, then prepare for your country's destruction. Also, please pay the reparations promptly. My patience is running thin. What did you do? I didn't drink anything of yours.
The sandalwood I'm burning is a secret recipe.
Your Majesty, the demand for grain among the people in the capital has suddenly grown. Grain reserves in all granaries have plummeted. We can only hold out for about a month at most.
Great Shia has already begun peace talks with Beining. There is no war. Why would the people hoard grain? And as far as I know, this year's harvest around the capital has been bountiful. How could this situation arise?
I don't know, Your Majesty. But if we don't solve this soon, the capital will surely face a food shortage.
First, transfer grain from Heji and Changyun provinces to the capital, to solve the immediate crisis.
Both Heiji and Changyun provinces have suffered floods. They may be unable to spare any grain. If we transfer grain from other regions, it will take at least 2 months to reach the capital. That's not fast enough.
Uncle, what do you think?
Your Majesty, I don't know.
Guards, summon the national preceptor and the king of Great Xia to the court immediately.
How did I end up in bed? Did Yelu Hongyu capture me? What are you up to? I get it. She never intended to negotiate with me, she just wanted my body. Yelu Hongyu. If you wanted it, you could have just asked. Why knock me out? Nonsense.
King of Great Xia, by His Majesty's decree, you are summoned to the palace.
National Preceptor, how did you know I was here?
The innkeeper told me, of course.
I see.
But you, sleeping out here in broad daylight, aren't you afraid your wife at home will find out?
My wife is pretty open-minded.
Cheeky.
Rise, offer the king of Daxia a seat.
The Empress and the Imperial Uncle used to keep a low profile, they rarely came to court. Why have they started showing up lately?
A grain shortage has appeared in the capital. What do you two think about it? A grain shortage?
This year's harvest around the capital was abundant. How could this happen?
I'm very curious about this too. But no one else can give me an answer.
The capital's granary stock, has it started dropping sharply recently? Yes. Looks like someone is secretly hoarding grain, trying to drain the capital's granaries and create panic over a grain shortage.
What? How could this be? But it's the commoners who are buying the grain.
They can just send people disguised as commoners to buy it in small amounts.
I see. These people have some nerve. What are they up to?
If that's the case, with these people hoarding grain and not selling, the imbalance will grow, and the capital will soon face a real grain shortage.
The two provinces closest to the capital, Heji and Chanyun, have both suffered floods. They can no longer provide supplies. King of Daxia, what do you think should be done?
From today onward, grain trading is forbidden throughout the capital. If anyone trades privately, for more than 1 du, 20 strokes of the cane, for more than 10 du, directly thrown in prison.
What?
A trading ban? King of Daxia, could you come up with a worse idea than that?
Who are you?
I am Prince Ning.
Prince Ning? Oh, a prince. My apologies. Seeing you standing while I sit, I thought you were just a minor official. Sorry.
You.
These people want to reduce grain reserves and hoard grain in secret. Now, banning trade can precisely thwart their plans. Such a method, why is it not good?
If so, what about the people who really need to buy grain?
Everything has pros and cons. Hoarding grain in secret is outright wicked ambition. First solve the root problem, then figure out the downsides.
Oh, then figure out the downsides. If your ban on grain trade causes public panic and stirs up resentment, you deserve death 1,000 times.
That's serious? Then, how about this? The grain shortage I'll leave entirely to you to handle.
I don't have such omnipotent ability.
See, that's the point. If you can't, shut up. Stand properly.
You.
Zhao Yan, Prince Ning is my imperial uncle. You must not be so rude.
Yes, Your Majesty. Apologies, Prince Ning. I meant no offense. It's just that if no one takes this hot potato, I have to bite the bullet and take it. I hope others won't make sarcastic remarks.
In that case, then this matter will be fully entrusted to Prince Daxia.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Wait. Your Majesty.
Oh? My imperial uncle is unhappy with my arrangement.
Your Majesty, I have no such intention. It's just that Prince Xia acting like this, I fear it will cause disaster. So Prince Xia must sign a pledge. If he cannot solve it, what then?
Within 1 month, the grain shortage will be broken. If not, my head, Your Majesty, can have it.
Good. Prince Daxia's word is as good as gold. Thus, I am relieved.
Issue the decree. Within the capital, some are deliberately hoarding grain with malicious intent. Therefore, grain trade in the capital is suspended pending investigation before resuming. Zhao Yan, are you out of your mind? You actually took a military pledge. If you can't resolve this matter, I can't protect you either.
You have so little faith in me.
I'm afraid something will happen to you.
Your Majesty actually cares about me?
At this point, the only thing I can do is think of a way out for you.
A way out?
You. Become my male consort.
Male consort?
If you fail to complete this task, I can dismiss you from office. and then you'll marry into the harem. This way, your life will be spared.
So you appointed me as the king of Daxia because it matches your status? I was just wondering why your uncles are standing while I get to sit. You were telling them that I'm different from everyone else.
As long as you understand. But
what?
But I need you to divorce Lin Xiao. What's wrong with that? As far as I know, the Lin family doesn't treat you well. Lin Xiao hasn't even consummated the marriage with you. If you divorce her, you can legitimately join my harem.
I think your majesty misunderstands.
What do you mean?
When did I ever say I would be your male consort?
Is being my male consort so beneath you?
Xiao is my first wife. She hasn't done anything wrong. How can I abandon her?
Zhao Yan, you would refuse me for a commoner. Since I ascended the throne, I've never treated any man like this. What are you doing? This is the main hall.
It's not that I'm rejecting your majesty. But though I am a flirt, I have my principles. These principles won't change for anyone, not even for your majesty. If I abandon my wife for your majesty today, how would my wife's family see me? How would the people of the world see me? Your majesty, I have to deal with the grain issue. I'll take my leave.
Am I really not as good as that wife of his?
Master Wang, the imperial court suddenly banned grain trading. What should we do?
How is our grain stockpile looking?
Nearly 70% of the grain in the capital is already in our hands.
Since the court banned trading, we'll just hold onto it for now. This is just their last-ditch effort to stop us from buying grain. That's all it is.
But now with the ban on grain trading, all that grain we bought will be stuck with us, won't it? After all, with so much stored grain, the investment is huge. The grain will spoil a little every day. How will we manage in the long run?
Long run? You think the court can afford to wait? The people don't have much to begin with. In a few days, people will start going hungry. When that happens, the people will resent the court. Will the court be able to suppress that?
I see.
When the court lifts the ban, we'll sell at a high price. Isn't that wonderful?
Master Wang, are we really not afraid of the court coming after us for this? Hoarding grain and driving up prices is no small crime. It could get our families executed and property confiscated.
President Zhao, we're all honest merchants. Buying grain is a normal business activity. When did we ever hoard? As for driving up prices, that's complete nonsense. Storage and labor all cost silver. It's only normal to raise the price a bit, right?
But,
I know what you're worried about, President Zhao. Rest assured, the grain we bought is stored in a safe place. Even the court won't find it. Also, let me give you a little inside info. I work for Prince Ning.
His Highness Prince Ning? What's he trying to achieve?
Some things you don't need to know so clearly. Just follow along.
Reporting to the master, the king of Daxia requests your presence at his mansion.
That Zhao Yan finally can't sit still, huh?
Your Excellency, Zhao Yan is now a non-royal prince of Daxia, greatly favored by His Majesty. Today's invitation must be ill-intentioned. You must be careful.
What's there to fear? I'll go meet him.
Impressive, Lord Wang. The Ministry of Justice actually let you go. You really have connections.
Lord Daxia, what are you saying? I was actually wrongfully accused. After investigation, they cleared my name. What's wrong with that?
You kidnapped my wife, with malicious intent, and you say you're innocent?
Lord Daxia, don't talk nonsense. It was your wife who came to our Wang family on her own. All 100 members of my family can testify.
Not bad, not bad. You really left no evidence.
May I ask why your highness summoned me?
I heard your guild has stored some grain. Would you be willing to sell some to the court?
Your highness, you're trying to trap me.
Don't be suspicious. I just want to buy grain from you.
Recently, grain trading has been banned. People are anxious. Our guild does have some surplus grain, about 100,000 jin. If the court is willing, we can sell half of it.
Only 100,000 jin? But I recently did some calculations. The capital had a good harvest last year. Yet now there's a grain shortage. Altogether, at least several million jin of grain are missing, and you only have this much? That's just your highness's speculation.
This is all our guild has.
What if I find more than this? Would I then be able to charge your guild with concealing assets?
Since your highness doesn't believe me, Daichen can't do anything about it. If your highness wants to investigate, my guild will fully cooperate.
Fine, 50,000 jin it is. I'll buy it.
Agreed. But the price will at least triple. Humph, otherwise the guild members might not agree.
How dare you? Wang Daichen, you want to profit from the crisis.
Your highness, you are mistaken. Because of the sales ban, grain has become as expensive as gold. Only tripled. The guild already considered the capital's burden and agreed to sell 50,000 jin. If your highness finds it improper, the guild can choose not to sell.
Then keep it. You may leave now.
Farewell, your highness.
Zhao Yan, a grain shortage has already appeared in the capital. Even our Zhao family is almost out of reserves. Many commoners only have one meal a day. If we continue to wait, the people can barely hold on. Although Wang Daichen's demands were annoying, buying 50,000 jin is still good.
Xiao. Zhao Yan has his own plans. Don't worry.
My mother-in-law knows me best. I invited Wang Daichen here just to test him. It seems this batch of grain is indeed in his hands. With a target, it's much easier.
Right. To break this deadlock, we must have a target.
Wife, you and my mother-in-law have done business for years. You must know some grain merchants from outside.
Quite a few.
Now, go out as my family members, and make some rounds. Understand what to do?
Yes.
Then I'll trouble you both. When going out, bring more guards, safety first. Also, take this musket of mine for protection.
We're family. Don't say polite words. We're happy to help you. We are the ones who are pleased. Xiao, let's pack up too. Prepare to leave.
Okay.
Your Majesty, the grain sales ban has been in place for over half a month. The people's grievances are almost uncontrollable. I humbly beg Your Majesty to lift the restriction. Let the people trade normally. I beg Your Majesty to lift the restriction.
I second that.
The Great Xia King's ban on trade goes against heaven's will. His intentions are deplorable. I impeach the Great Xia King.
Indeed, this Great Xia King has gone too far.
Your Majesty, all officials find this too extreme. We hope you will consider it carefully.
Silence. So much noise. How can His Majesty speak?
Great Xia King, have you managed to procure any grain recently?
In reply, Your Majesty, not a single grain.
What? For a full half month, what have you been doing? Some people in the capital are already eating grass roots and tree bark. The 1 month deadline is looming. Do you want chaos in the capital?
Eating grass roots and tree bark? Has it gotten that bad?
Your Majesty speaks the truth. Prince, if you have a plan, you can't keep it to yourself.
It seems the King of Xia doesn't care about the people's lives.
I don't care about the people. Let me ask all the ministers, how much grain is left in the capital now? We're already stretched thin. If we keep selling, soon there will be nothing left. If the court can't provide food, by then, when a food shortage hits the capital, at that point, that would truly be disregarding the people's lives.
But continuing like this is no solution. Relief grain from other provinces won't arrive for another 2 months.
Originally, I wanted to stall for more time, but it seems we can't delay any longer, Your Majesty. Since the situation is so dire, my next step is to open the granaries.
Ha 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 ha. The King of Xia says he'll open the granaries. Does that mean he admits he lost the bet? I remember that day, the King of Xia staked his own head on it.
There's still half a month left. What's your hurry? Prince Ning really wants me dead quickly.
I have no such intention.
Zhao Yan, you said to open the granaries. Is it to resume trade?
No, still prohibit open grain sales. Set up porridge stations in the capital, distribute porridge to the people, ensure the people have enough to eat.
There are millions of people in the capital. If we give out porridge, even 1 bowl per person per day, the court's remaining grain won't last 5 days.
Are millions of people all starving?
Can't the King of Xia understand such a simple principle?
What do you mean?
If the people learn the court is giving out porridge, they'll think it's free. Why not take it? So when you count it up, it's a drop in the bucket.
The Imperial Advisor has explained it. Does the King of Xia understand now?
Do you think I don't even understand that? You take me for a fool?
Humph.
Zhao Yan, what do you have in mind?
The court gives out porridge. If we worry about people not being hungry, those who want to freeload can be easily dealt with.
How?
Into the porridge, just throw in a handful of sand.
What did you say? Sprinkling sand.
Right?
Nonsense. If the court puts sand in the porridge, what will the people think of us?
If they're already starving, eating grass and bark, can't they still drink porridge with sand? Besides, those who aren't hungry and just want free food, if they know there's sand in the porridge, will they still drink it?
So, that does make sense.
To get the porridge to those who truly need it, it takes special measures.
The king of Daxia speaks wisely. Then let's do it.
Even if the king of Daxia makes sense, what do we do next?
Keep waiting. There's still half a month. By then, the food shortage will be resolved.
Since the king of Daxia is so confident, I'll give you another half month. Court dismissed.
Your Highness, Zhao Yan is now using porridge distribution to solve the people's hunger problem. It seems the ban won't be lifted anytime soon. We've hoarded so much grain, the daily loss is huge.
Yeah, I've invested a lot of silver too. I don't want to waste it.
What's the rush? There are still 15 days left. Once those 15 days are up, Zhao Yan won't be able to hold it back anymore. When the ban is lifted, we'll decide the price of grain in the capital. It'll be up to us.
You're right, Your Highness. Once we've made enough silver, the people will be furious about the high grain prices. Then I'll have my men secretly stir up trouble, blaming the empress for all of this. The capital will fall into chaos.
Good. You've got a good head on you. Didn't waste my effort getting you out.
When the capital is in chaos, you can step in to stabilize grain prices, winning the people's hearts. Then, Long Wanqing will have no choice but to abdicate.
Good idea. But taking the throne isn't easy. The Imperial Guards and the capital garrison are still under Long Wanqing's control. Princess Yelu, are you ready on your end?
Rest assured, Your Highness. 100,000 Veining warriors are already hidden around the capital. Whenever you need, they can move at any time. But don't forget, Your Highness, what you promised me.
As long as I ascend the throne, Tianyu Pass and the 5 northern provinces will be given to Beining.
Your Highness, after you are crowned, you must hand Zhao Yan over to me.
Fine. Then you can do whatever you want with him.
Boss Yi, are you serious? The king of Daxia is really going to lift the ban soon?
Absolutely. My son-in-law is the king of Daxia. He has a seat at court. I heard the news and rushed out to tell you all.
Gentlemen, the capital has been short of grain for a long time. The ban is about to be lifted. When that happens, selling grain in the capital will surely make a fortune.
But us outside merchants need the capital Chamber of Commerce's approval to sell grain there. Otherwise...
So you're saying my husband, the king of Daxia's name means less than some Chamber of Commerce?
That's true. Well then, we trust you, madam and miss. We'll prepare grain and ship it to the capital.
When we make money, we'll be sure to pay tribute to the king of Daxia.
Well said. I was thinking, with years of business friendship, now that my son-in-law has power, I want to help everyone.
One thing at a time. Tribute must be paid. Brothers, move out. Let's go. To the capital, sell grain.
Your Majesty, the 1-month deadline is up. The court's grain reserves, after feeding the poor, are almost gone. Riots have broken out among the people. They're now blocking the Meridian Gate, trying to storm the palace.
What? Zhao Yan, things have come to this. I can no longer protect you. I gave you a chance, but you didn't cherish it.
Your Majesty is wise. Guards, seize Zhao Yan.
Please wait, Your Majesty.
Wait again. Zhao Yan, your negligence has led to this situation. If I don't take you, I can't calm the public. Do it.
Understood.
Your Majesty, the king of Daxia's family sent me to deliver a message to him.
He is no longer the king of Daxia. Watch your mouth.
Madam and Miss send word that things are settled.
So he's finally back?
What on earth are you talking about? What came back?
Your Majesty, the grain crisis is resolved. We can lift the ban now.
Really?
Absolutely certain.
Nonsense. You did nothing. How could it be resolved?
Reporting to your majesty, outside the capital, a large number of out-of-town grain merchants have gathered.
Out-of-town grain merchants? Why would they come to the capital? And even if they did, what's the point? They don't have much grain either.
Their grain is indeed not much. But their arrival is a bomb. Once the out-of-town merchants start selling grain, the capital merchants who hoarded grain, and the commoners who hoarded grain, will they still stay calm?
I still don't quite understand.
You don't understand, Your Majesty? Does the Prince of Ning not understand either?
Although I don't understand, it seems there's a turn for the better. Issue the order, lift the ban.
Remarkable, Zhao Yan. He thought of using out-of-town merchants as a detour.
Don't worry, Your Highness. The out-of-town merchants don't have much grain. They'll sell out soon.
Something's wrong. Terrible news.
President Zhao. The prince is here. What's all this fuss about?
Your Highness, the outside grain merchants have started selling grain. Some of the locals who hoarded grain are also starting to sell their stock. As a result, the grain price in the capital is dropping steadily.
Let them sell. We'll hold steady.
We can't hold steady, Master Wang. Our guild's grain was bought at a high price. Many people have already secretly sold it off. I couldn't stop them at all. Everyone's afraid of losses.
What? How dare they do this? Are they not afraid of death?
In the face of profit, who can stay put? Now the capital already has enough grain. Master Wang, we should sell our stored grain as soon as possible. Otherwise, we'll lose everything.
Your Highness, it's over. Maybe we should start selling too.
You're useless, always messing things up. What good are you?
Your Highness, for this matter, I've already put everything I have into it. But Zhao Yan's schemes are too deep. There's nothing I can do.
It seems we have to take the final step. Go tell Yelu Hongyu to get ready to act.
Yes?
I didn't expect you'd actually solve it.
We've known each other so long. I promised His Majesty things, already starting to distrust me. Or has His Majesty already started to distrust me?
If you really can't bear to part with your wife, you don't have to divorce her. But she can't stay in the palace. She'll have to remain at the Lin family estate.
You're not answering the question.
I ask you, but you don't reply.
Even though the famine is resolved. I'm afraid we've pushed Prince Ning into a corner.
Into a corner? What do you mean? Do you think Prince Ning would?
Your Majesty. Prince Ning has brought a large force and stormed the palace.
My god, I didn't think he'd be this fast.
We're doomed. What about the Imperial Guard and the capital garrison?
They're putting up a desperate fight. But they seem to have planned this. The military intelligence network has been bought off. We're at a disadvantage, and they're well equipped. With many soldiers from Beining, we've suffered heavy casualties.
Fight with all your might.
Yes.
There's a secret passage in my bedchamber that leads outside the city Zhaoyan. You should go.
If I go, we go together.
I can't hold this place. If I die, it'll only be here.
I thought the good times were just beginning. Looks like they're already over. I'm partly to blame for this. If I hadn't gone easy on Beining and declared war on them outright, this situation wouldn't have happened.
Are you talking about your mother-in-law being the beaming princess?
You know about that too?
I'm not an idiot. If it weren't for your sake, I'd have wiped out the Lin clan long ago.
Since your Majesty is willing to die, then I'll join you.
Aren't you worried about your wife?
They wouldn't dare touch her.
That's true.
Wanqing, it's time for you to step down.
Uncle Wang, are you rebelling?
Rebelling? You exaggerate. I am of royal blood. Son of the late emperor. I am the rightful heir. Seize him. Hand him over to Wang Daicheng.
Zhao Yan. I'll make you wish you were dead and unable to die.
Hold on. Prime Minister, why are you with Princess Beining too?
Ha ha ha. Thank you for your help, Princess Yelu. Once I am crowned emperor, I will immediately give Tianyu Pass and the 5 northern provinces to Beining.
Princess, do you want to deal with Zhao Yan yourself? Then I'll leave him to you.
Uncle Wang, you're actually giving Tianyu Pass and the 5 northern provinces all to Beining. How are you different from a traitor?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Now,
Long Chenkang, you've disgraced your ancestors. You'll die a miserable death.
go ahead, curse more. You won't get another chance.
Princess, I know this guy has made you look bad several times. You must hate him to the bone. Want me to kill him for you right now?
Princess Yelu, what do you plan to do with us? Are you going to kill us?
Long Wanqing cannot stay. As for you, this princess naturally can't bear to. After all, I need you to inherit the throne.
What's going on? I inherit the throne?
He inherits the throne? Princess Yelu, what do you mean?
It means you were just a pawn for me. I just used you to bring troops into the palace. Now I'm done with you. Time to discard you.
Prince, he's been killed.
So, you never intended to make me emperor, but wanted Zhao Yan to succeed.
Correct, but no prize. Long Wanqing, your turn.
Grand Tutor.
Your Majesty, you should step down.
What did you say?
I said, Your Majesty should pass the throne to the King of Daxia. In that way, you might save your life.
Why do you want me to pass the throne to Zhao Yan? You Zhao Yan. Are you colluding with Beining? You planned all this.
I'm innocent, Your Majesty. I know nothing. I don't understand what's happening either.
Grand Tutor, who are you really? Though we are sovereign and subject, we are also teacher and friend. I have treated you well, haven't I? Why did you collude with Beining?
It's not collusion. She was probably from Beining all along. I'm right, aren't I? Princess Yelu Chanyu.
What?
How did you guess my identity?
Did you forget who my mother-in-law is? Mother-in-law? Can you tell me about your Beining niece, Yelu Hongyu? I've always felt she's staying in the capital for a reason. Trying to stir something up.
Hongyu is very ambitious and very smart. You can tell from her hiding in the Huangxiang Pavilion. But her older sister is far more formidable.
Older sister?
My imperial brother has 3 sons and 2 daughters. Hongyu is the youngest, and another daughter named Yelu Chanyu. She is the princess eldest of Beining after me. At age 5, Chanyu defeated the think tank around my imperial brother. At 7, she crafted repeating crossbows, helping Beining dominate the areas beyond the passes. However
what?
Alas, Chanyu went missing at age 10, and has never been heard from since.
Extremely intelligent and skilled in crafting. Could it be?
It seems I didn't hide well enough. Zhao Yan Long Wanqing now. I give you 2 choices. Either do as I say, or both of you die.
How did things come to this? If Zhao Yan becomes the emperor, Wang Gongzi, what should we do?
I don't know either.
Since things have come to this, you don't have to act immediately. I'm curious. Why did you choose me? Or shouldn't you have just killed Long Wanqing from the start? After all, you're the national advisor, and she trusts you so much.
Killing one great Xia emperor leads to another. What practical use would killing her have? Originally, I chose you to discredit Long Wanqing. A worthless son-in-law favored by the emperor would make both officials and commoners dissatisfied with her, thus causing internal turmoil in Great Xia's court, draining its national strength.
You mean your previous calculations were all lies to me? Zhao Yan isn't the heavens chosen at all.
Exactly. That was just a ruse. But what I didn't expect was that Zhao Yan would be so unexpectedly remarkable, from defeating those assassins in the market, to outsmarting the talented at Kunying Building, and then creating the fire dragon and dragon's roar, and now solving the food shortage. At first, I thought he was useless, but gradually I realized Zhao Yan is a man of extraordinary talent. Only if he becomes the emperor of Great Xia can the 2 kingdoms achieve true peace. Of course, if you refuse me, then I will kill you all, and install a puppet emperor. Daxia will be completely under my control.
Since you can install a puppet emperor, why choose me? Isn't that redundant? In my opinion, you think I'm valuable, so you went to all this trouble to make me Emperor of Daxia.
Oh? Then tell me, why am I doing this?
At age 5, you defeated the Beaning think tank. At 7, you built repeating crossbows. At 10, you disappeared. Infiltrated Daxia, became the state preceptor, second only to the Emperor. A person like that wouldn't just covet Daxia. I'm afraid you want to bring all the other kingdoms under your control, and the Dragon's Roar Breaker is the key. Of course, you also know I won't let you manipulate me. So, you had Yelu Hongyu conceive your child, so you can use the child against me later. Of course, you still have a trump card. That's Wanqing and Xiao. Use them to threaten me.
What, Yelu Hongyu and you? Does Lin Xiao know?
Your Majesty, this is not the time to discuss this.
As expected of the person this princess has her eyes on. You actually figured out my plan down to the last detail. But there's one thing you got wrong.
What did I get wrong?
You think the person with you that day was Hongyu.
What did you say? It's not her. Could it be? Well, I guess I was wrong. But you were wrong too.
Wrong about what?
Did you think I had no backup plan?
Backup plan?
Now.
These people. When did they infiltrate the palace? How come I didn't know?
From the moment I manufactured the muskets, I started training the Death Warriors. I am the king of Daxia. I have my ways. And if your Majesty knew about this, then others, like our Imperial advisor, would surely know too.
HMPH. Raising Death Warriors is treason.
Come on, your Majesty. At this critical moment, you still want to punish me?
I'll make a note of it.
It's over. Completely over.
Zhao Yan. Give the order now. Kill all of them.
Then, Daxia and Binding will be in open conflict.
Am I supposed to let them go? Since you can't do it, I will.
Yelu Chanyu, let her go. I won't kill you.
Let go. Fine. But I want you in exchange. I want you in exchange.
Okay. I'll be your hostage.
Zhao Yan, you.
Your Majesty, all for Daxia. It's fine. Listen up, all of you. From now on, obey His Majesty. His Majesty's orders are my orders. If His Majesty asks you to do anything, you must listen to her. Even if it's to kill me. Understand?
Your Majesty. My sister and I just want to get away safely. So, don't send anyone after us. Also, please, Your Majesty, issue an order. Clear the road from the capital to Tianyu Pass. No obstacles along the way. Otherwise, Zhao Yan might not survive.
The Imperial Guard came late to protect you. Please punish us, Your Majesty.
It's fine. The crisis is resolved. What about the rebels in the palace?
They've been repelled. Thanks to the King of Daxia's Dragon Roar Breaker.
Your Majesty, the King of Daxia has been taken hostage. What should we do?
They want to take Zhao Yan to Beining. We can't let them succeed. Quickly, follow me to chase the Princess of Beining. We must get the King of Daxia back. Yeli Chanyu. Release the King of Daxia immediately. I will spare both of your lives.
Spare our lives? Then wouldn't you imprison us two sisters? Forever in Daxia? In that case, we'd rather die.
King of Daxia. It seems these two women don't care if you live or die. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come after us.
Your Majesty, do you really want me dead?
It's not that I'm heartless. It's just that if you go with them to Beining, the Great Seer will never have peace.
I'm not wrong. You're not wrong either. What do you want to do? Just do as you wish. You all, listen to His Majesty.
Stop. Go.
Your Majesty, when we fired, the King of Daxia and his 2 men had already fallen off the cliff.
Zhao Yan. Xiao Yan. I regret it. I don't want you to die. I still wanted to marry you.
Shi Yao. Thinking about Zhao Yan again? No. A mother knows her daughter best. What's on your mind? How could I not know?
Madam, Miss, His Majesty is here.
Quick, go greet him.
No need. We're family, no need for formalities. Still thinking about Zhao Yan. Humph, that bastard. Survived the cliff jump, then married the Yeli sisters. And then ran off with them to Beining, and hasn't come back for 2 whole years. Sai Yao, don't pine for him anymore. I'll find you a better husband.
Who's this? Talking behind my back?
Husband. Humph, you still remember to come back. You might as well stay in Beining.
Hey, it's not because Chan Yu's ascension was too busy. See, I rushed back as soon as I finished.
Greetings, madam. Greetings, big sister, second sister.
At least you have manners.
First wife, you're the emperor after all. Don't throw tantrums so easily.
Beining is ready.
1 million cavalry are ready, all equipped with muskets and grenades, plus 1,000 dragon ball cannons. I guarantee we'll sweep the other 5 kingdoms within 2 years, unite the world.
Unite the world. What about Beining?
What? You still intend to annex my Beining?
Beining has always been ambitious. Don't think that just because you married Zhao Yan and bore him children, I won't be wary of you.
Well then, our 2 kingdoms should have a fight first.
My dear wives, we are all family. Don't say things that harm our harmony. Your husband has a great plan. Do you want to hear it?
What great plan?
My great plan is making babies. My ladies, follow me into the room. Ha ha.